Jordan!
Ian.
Who woke up at 3 a.m, suddenly realised the ultimate truth, and now has spent all day curtain twitching, expecting the MIB government bastards to break the door down any second.
Emma Watson?
No. Two guys. Let's... Hello, and welcome to episode 77 of Two Guys What's Up, the weekly comedy podcast where I'm not sure that somebody is ready for the truth, and that is this guy, Jordan. Jordan, how are you?
Well, first of all, I'm good, but I'm definitely not ready for the truth. I love living a life of head in the sand.
The ostrich lifestyle.
That's the one. Ignorance is certainly bliss.
Have you noticed, by the way, on our Linktree link at the bottom, you can put like a little quote? Have you seen that?
No.
The quote that I have put on it just says, "Ignorance is bliss, Jordan."
Really?
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Anyway, me old pal, you got something to tell me, don't you?
I had a successful trip, Ian.
Oh, no way! You got back alive.
I did, yeah. And
Drats.
I wasn't robbed. All is good.
Nice.
You know, success.
Fantastic, yeah.
So a whole heap of things happened.
Oh, shit, man. You haven't actually told me this.
Okay, so we visited Edinburgh. Mm-hmm. I went to the World of Illusions and I went through spinning like vortex tunnel thing and I got f***ing dizzy. It made me feel really sick.
Oh, really?
That was cool.
Sounds like a great day out.
That was really fun. Went to an escape room, lost my escape room virginity, you could say, I guess.
Is that the first one you've ever done?
It is the first one I've ever done. At least in person. I've tried the apps and stuff, but it doesn't count, does it? It's like watching porn before you have your first shag. Doesn't count.
Fantastic analogy.
But it's true. I also retried black pudding for the first time since I was a kid because I hated it and I think it was the thought of it. But
yeah.
fucking loved it.
Oh, yeah. Black pudding's good. Haggis. Have you tried haggis?
Nah, I didn't try haggis.
I mean, you're in Scotland, you know, so it's kind of haggis central.
There's like haggis on every street corner.
Exactly, yeah. People selling haggis. Haggis for sale.
Yeah, because we were staying at this private cottage and we kept getting people knocking on window. Do you want to buy some haggis?
You're like thinking that people like, you know, contractors coming to your door, maybe talking about your guttering, or maybe some people asking if you've found God yet. That you just answer it, they're like, "Do you want a haggis, pal?" for a fucking quid.
No, I've not tried it. The thought of that puts me off, but...
Oh, but it is delicious.
I probably would like it. I mean, for many years, I've grown up thinking, black pudding, ugh, pile of shit. I mean, I knew it wasn't literally that.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was, that would have been delicious.
Naturally, obviously.
I had copious amounts of cocktails, many, many late nights, or should we say like early mornings.
Nice.
Except Sophie ended up towards the end of the first night, when we'd had quite a number of them already, shall I say, decides, oh, let's do an Ian special and let's free pour a load of shit, and ended up making this massive mixer in the cocktail mixer itself.
Nice.
And then Sophie thinking out loud, shall we add a little bit of vodka to this? I was like, yeah, fine, okay. So proceed, because there's no room in the mixer, to free pour it in the glass. In my glass, I swear she put about a third of the bottle in. And I was like, right, well, that's fucked.
Well, I'm going to have to drink it now because it's out the bottle. Can't put it back.
But that was the one that kind of finished everybody off, I think.
Oh, I can imagine.
And that resulted in Sophie vomiting for a number of times throughout the night.
You have to be a very kind of special person to be able to keep down an Ian special.
That is very true. So I stayed with my wife and Sophie and her wife. Mm-hmm. And like I said, we were at a cottage. It was private. It had its own sort of private garden. It was peaceful. We stayed for 3 nights. It was lovely.
Sounds amazing.
Oh, and of course, we went to see Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah. Just
the usual.
Yeah. That usual trip up to Edinburgh.
Yeah.
She was the one selling the haggis.
She was. Yeah, she's not very popular, lady. She doesn't have much money anymore.
Oh, poor lass. So she gave up the music career for the haggis industry. No one buys a haggis anymore.
However, if she started selling black pudding, all over it.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, like, it's not that difficult. Sell 2 things. I know many shops that sell thousands of items.
That's
you can
the
sell
one.
haggis and black pudding. I think it's maybe because you might get mixed up because they look fairly similar.
Do they actually?
Well, yeah, they're both like similar colour. They come in the similar shape.
How do we know they're not the same?
Just eat them all. Just whatever is, you know.
Mix it all up.
Yeah, if you're walking down the road and you see a poop, do it Sophie special. You know, just stick it all in a blender, add vodka, and you're fine.
That's more like an Ian special.
I don't put poop in my cocktails, Jordan.
These cocktails shouldn't be steaming, should they?
Oh, mate, they're better warm. on a lovely winter's day, nothing better than a Sophie special.
That makes me feel ill. Oh, the thickness.
Oh, God.
Gloopy.
Yeah. You have to describe it, pal.
You know how people sometimes put a little garnish in? A cinnamon stick, well, it's just this hard turd.
Garnish the side of the glass with the turd. On the subject, very quickly reverting it back to something normal.
Yes.
Of haggis, my wife absolutely hates it. So she thinks, oh no, I'm not going to eat it because of what's in it, blah, 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 it's disgusting. But people know that I'm quite picky with some foods, and I eat it and people are shocked, but I've been eating it since I was a kid, so it's always just been all right for me.
Part of your norm.
Yeah, my diet, essentially. We were at her dad's house once, and he cooked tea for us, and he did haggis for me and black pudding for my wife, and put it in a burger or something, and we were eating it, and she was like, "Ma, this is fucking delicious. Oh, mate, it's just so nice. I haven't had black pudding like this in so long. It's amazing." Her dad looked over and was like, "Yeah, that's haggis, mate." And she was like, oh God, oh, disgusting. Oh, I can't eat it. And I had to give me the rest of her food.
You're joking?
Yeah, but I was like, you've just been eating it, saying how delicious it was. And she's like, yeah, but now I know what it is. Like, yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's not poison. It's not going to kill you. You've eaten it. You said you like it.
Let's go back to the Linktree link quote. Ignorance is bliss.
Precisely. And that's why it's there. She could have just been like, you know what? After all this time, I've finally discovered that I like it. I've tried something new, and I have grown from it. But instead, she decided to chuck a dummy out, and she'd be like, no, I'm not eating it.
Oh, maybe one day. You never know.
Yeah, maybe one day. I doubt it. There's a lot of things that, I'm hoping for maybe one day, but I'm sure it'll never happen.
We live in hope, don't we?
Absolutely got to.
One final thing just to mention as well. So obviously, saw Taylor Swift. I feel like I shouldn't really brush over that too much, but I'm just aware that we're going on a little long on this intro. So thank you for sticking with us if you are still here. If you haven't, then you won't have heard this anyway. So
people heard haggis and turned off straight away, mate.
I don't blame them. So, Taylor Swift had 12 costume changes throughout her set.
Wow.
There was umpteen set design changes. It was pretty magnificent, to be honest with you. The amount of moving pieces on the stage was pretty staggering.
Right.
I could only describe it as a little bit like an hourglass shape. An hourglass going towards the audience, kind of going in the thick of the standing crowd.
Yeah.
And at the very end where the crowd is, she, could be playing guitar or singing or something, and the floor would rise with her stood on it about 10 or 15 feet.
And no one could see her anymore.
Yeah, she just kept going and going. She was in the clouds.
Just fucking up in the sky. Yeah. Just hear this faint, help me.
A guitar eventually unplugged. The lead wasn't that fucking long.
It twanged down, killed an audience member.
Yeah. So it was a very magnificent performance. She played herself.
Excuse me, she did what to herself?
She played and sang.
Oh, so played with herself.
I mean, maybe she did.
So that's how she hits those high notes.
I thought it was a little warbly, to be honest, but I never thought much of it. I wondered where all that water fountain came from. So she played a very long time. And then, of course, there was also the support act before that, which was Paramore.
Right, I wondered why Hayley Williams was there, because you sent me a picture just being like, Hayley Williams, pal, and I was like, why is she there? You were like, what did you say? She asked you out on a date, but you had to decline her.
I was she was asking me out for a date, and I just had to decline her in front of 70,000 people.
Yeah, it's like, Hayley, mate, I'm here with my wife. You couldn't have chosen a worse time. Text me. Slipping your number onto the stage. Pretend like you're stretching, here, take this.
Hayley, you got your mic on, idiot. Yeah. So they did a 45-minute performance. Nice. Apparently they're good friends with Taylor Swift, actually, which I guess is why they're on tour with her. So kind of nice to have seen them.
Yeah.
But the trip wasn't without its downfall, because unfortunately... It pains me to say it, but Sophie brought her £2,000 guitar with us.
Oh, God.
To have a little bit of a sing-song.
Yeah.
In the downtime at the cottage. And she got it out of the car, stood it upright in its case. The winds of Edinburgh decided to knock that over. And there's a nice clean crack in the headstock.
Ah, man.
And you can't use it.
Which, for anyone who doesn't know, is that big bit with the tuning pegs.
That's the one.
That is what that is called.
It's kind of almost floppy.
Oh, no. You don't want a floppy guitar, mate.
You really don't. And a final thing, and I apologise because I've harped on it for a long time now. Last week I did that little bit on the employees' secrets about the lack of hygiene.
Yeah.
Well, just something to add to that. When we were returning from Edinburgh, we stopped off at services to refuel, and we thought we'll just nip to the loo in McDonald's.
Right.
So I'm at the urinal, and someone's in the cubicle, and I realise when they've left, it's a McDonald's employee, and he didn't wash his hands.
No way.
Yep. And I was like, right, well, I ain't getting anything.
Yeah, I don't think I'm eating from here.
And that was like, okay, well, that's a legitimate thing right there.
Yeah, Burger King next door it is.
Yes, his brother works at that one, though. Dirty bastard.
Grim, bruv.
Anyway.
Yes, right, so, into the good stuff. What have you got coming up for us today, Jordan?
So I've got excuses that employees have used for calling in sick at work.
Right, I got sick because I didn't wash my hands after having a massive shit yesterday.
And so did umpteen other people that ate my food.
Grim, man.
God. And dare I ask what you have for us today?
Well, today my segment might be a little bit shorter than expected, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to be just as hard-hitting, if not even more so than you're usually used to. But you see, I have finally discovered the truth. I'm not even sure if I should call it a conspiracy theory due to how blatantly obvious it is, and I'm sure you will see why, Jordan, because today I am going to be covering my own realization, obvious evidence, and hard-hitting truth on the matter that is, planes are not real.
I'm sure I've been in one.
Well, maybe, probably not though. Because I'm here to convince you. Because you got to watch out, mate. It's not just going to be bogus fucking claims. Oh, what's that? Oh, duck, Jordan. Here comes a right hook. What's that? Truth.
Okay, right. I think you have to plead your case now.
Oh, Jordan. Hang on a second. What's that? Oh, it's a left now. Oh, it's got something written on it. What's that? Knowledge. Oh no, a flying headbutt. Watch out for that one though, because that's just unresolved anger.
That is fair enough.
But Jordan, I have seen the truth. I've worked it out. I'm on to you MIB bastards, and in this week's episode, I'm going to be laying it all out for you, telling you the blindingly obvious, but so far unseen reasoning behind my theory as to why this con has been running for so long with little to no attention brought to it.
Okay, well, I'm excited. Should we just get into it?
Let's fucking go, pal. So, Jordan, starting off with the obvious one. Planes are obviously too heavy to fly. The Antov AN-225 MRIA, is that pronounced? Which is a strategic airlift cargo aircraft designed and produced in the Antonov Design Bureau in the Soviet Union in the 1980s, and it holds the record for being the heaviest aircraft ever built, which has a maximum takeoff weight of 640 tonnes.
That's pretty big. That's like me after a Chinese buffet.
That's like me just on any given day. I wake up, oh, I'm fat. No, half of my life has not been a dream. I am still a fat shit.
Are you the plane?
Stop giving me your dirty, half-baked theories, Jordan, because the truth is far too insane to even realise, and mere mortals such as yourself could not even comprehend the levels of logistics that this goes to fool us dirty public. I mean, I'm thankful, for you chiming in and giving me some theories, so please disregard that horrible put-down that I just said, like 5 seconds ago.
No, you.
Please continue your input.
Nope. That's it.
Oh, man.
In fact, I'm muting you.
Oh, shit.
Bye.
Just going to randomly at some point just go, It's in my notes, Jordan. I had to say it.
Sod you, haggis-loving bitch. No, I'm sorry. Continue, please.
No, that's fine. So my second point of blinding truth is jets. Right, so there's a little bit of a backstory here. I was walking my eldest to school the other day. It was about 8:30 in the morning, and I heard a jet plane flying over our head. So I neglected to look up what height jets usually fly at. But think about it, right, Jordan? Think about it a second. When you're walking down the road and you hear a jet, you have to sometimes raise your voice to have a conversation with the person next to you, yeah? They're so fucking loud. So why in the world are jet pilots not all deaf?
Not all called Jeff? No, sorry, I couldn't hear you properly. Well, don't they have, like, the noise-cancelling earphones on?
Yeah, but I mean, say they're flying at 30,000 feet and we can hear that and we have to raise our own voices. Like, some shitty little fucking AirPods aren't going to cancel that noise out, and they're in the cockpit.
Yeah, no, but I guess the noise will radiate outside, won't it?
I guess maybe as they're going so fast, the sound might be behind them. But no.
And I guess it will emit away, won't it? It's not going to be contained in the cockpit.
No, that's... Shut up. Quiet with this ridiculous reasoning. We can't speculate. The fact is they're noisy. They should have deafened all these jet pilots. But that doesn't happen. You don't see that on the news. Oh, another jet pilot's gone deaf from flying for 10 minutes.
The secret sauce is 9.5 minutes.
Oh, is it? Right. That makes sense then. Because jet pilots only ever fly in 8-minute bursts.
That's the one. But they do get pretty far.
They do. They're quite fast. maybe faster than the speed of sound. I think that's probably the point. Stop it. I'm falling into my own trap here again, Jordan.
It's good, isn't it?
But the thing is, Jordan, they are hiding this in plain sight.
Plain sight.
There is a game called Control, and the developers put in something called a dead letter that reads, Dear New York Tribune, airplanes aren't real. I figured out how they do it. The windows are TV screens. The whole thing moves on big track like a roller coaster that moves through underground tunnels in the earth. Airports are more like train stations. They do this because the sky is full of monsters that they don't want us to know about. The planes we see in the sky are the monsters. The government made the earth trains to look like the monsters so they could lie to us better. Don't contact me.
So, are you saying that the government fly through the air?
No.
They are monsters.
You know, in this guy's theory, which I'm only putting a narrative of it out there, you know, like, oh, look at this joke, planes aren't real. Well, it is real, Jordan, all right?
You mean it's real that planes are real? Yeah, I agree.
No, no, pipe down. It's true that they're not real, and the government put this in there as a little joke, you know, like hiding in plain sight, right under your schnoz. Oh, the planes are monsters. That's funny, isn't it? No, it's not funny.
I bet you these people that say this are just haggis eaters.
We hate being called that. You take that back. But it's not fair.
Haggis eating plain naysayers.
Well, they can't have called me that because I've only just discovered this theory, okay? No, truth.
I didn't say you.
Well, I'm the one who's bringing it. It's my god honest research.
Oh, is it you that said this?
Yep. I am the main haggis eater.
Called it.
But Jordan, consider this. So we've had TV since 1928, and we've only had TV 23 years less than we've been flying. By the time planes came to what they are today, TVs would have been easily been at the stage where we could stick them in the place of windows that could fool everyone. And in that matter, are windows even real?
Oh, God.
Every screen, every window, every translucent thing, even mirrors, they're all just screens placed by the government to trick us into thinking that things aren't real when they are real. No, other way around. Things, you get the picture.
What about a glass cup?
All screens, mate.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, you do put water in there, and water and electronics don't mix.
They do when you've got futuristic technology, pal. Have you ever seen that thing where you put a straw in a glass of water, and they call it, like, refraction or something, or something stupid like where the straw looks like it goes in one bit, and then in the glass it's, like, a few millimetres away from the straight line? That's because they just haven't aligned it right.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. Fucking science. Shut up. Some people think, who am I kidding? No, that flight trackers are fake. It's said that the data displayed in flight tracking websites is manipulated or even entirely fabricated so that the flights showing up on these apps do not accurately occur as presented. And this is just to give off the illusion because, you know, you got to trust a little black box in your hand, haven't you? The almost literal spoon that feeds you the lies straight like a good old beaten down human race taking our medicine. Planes are fake? Shut up, Ian. My personal pocket propaganda device says otherwise.
Can you say that 3 times fast?
Absolutely not. I can't say it once, mate. I don't know how you expect anything different from me.
Personal pocket propaganda device.
Go on then, 3 times.
Personal pocket propaganda device. Personal pocket Personal pocket propaganda. I fucking can't now. Personal pocket propaganda device. Personal pocket propaganda device. Personal pocket propaganda device.
Well done.
Your turn.
Mate, I'm surprised I got through it in the first place.
You almost didn't.
I almost didn't, but I held it together, and I think that's a win for me. I think I'll call it there.
Okay, fair enough.
Some argue that certain flights listed on tracking websites are entirely fictitious, or maybe even all of them, serving to mislead the public about air traffic volume to cover up secretive activities. Others believe that the routes and times shown are altered to hide the true nature of air travel. So I ask you, Jordan, could it be that we're using some kind of seemingly futuristic tech, or back-engineered alien crafts, or perhaps the Earth is fucking flat? Or maybe, just maybe, planes aren't real at all.
Don't buy it. Prove it.
I am proving it to you right now. Here is some more evidence for you, Jordan, if you fucking need it at all.
And I do.
There is a hologram theory suggesting that some, or all I'd argue, aircraft, particularly those involved with significant and widely publicised events such as 9/11 attacks, were not real physical objects but advanced holographic projections using sophisticated technology that was used to create the illusion of aircraft for awful purposes.
Blue beam.
Exactly. Right on the fucking button, pal. Now you're getting it.
See, like, I can imagine that, but that's not saying that all aircraft is just Superman.
Well, mate, you know, you got to put something somewhere.
Yeah, but both could live in perfect harmony.
Incorrect. And I'll tell you fucking why.
Please.
It is widely believed by me that governments or secretive organisations possessed advanced holographic technology capable of creating realistic images of aircraft in the sky, used for psychological operations like making people believe planes are real, or to manipulate the public perception, or to cover up other activities like testing alien equipment, or to trick people into thinking that, I don't know, planes are real. Have we been seeing Project Bluebeam in effect since the inception of air travel?
Nah.
Okay, John, right? I get what you're thinking. You're probably thinking something along the lines of, why just planes and air travel and not cruisers, cars, caravans, and all other modes of transport? Well, Jordan, if you and I were stood outside and we were arguing about this, and you pointed up to the sky and said, look, see you fucking idiot, there's a plane right there, I could simply say, yeah, all right, prove it. Go touch it. Are you up there? Are you 30,000 feet in the air? It is like the space equivalent of dinosaurs in the sense that they were alive so long ago that do we really know what they look like? Same with planes. Whenever we see them doing their thing in the sky that they're supposed to do, i.e. flying, they're always so far away and never able to really be positively identified or verified.
Fair enough, but Spring-Eel Jack can just go up there and just give it a little touch.
Can he really go that high? Maybe that's where he went. He was like, you know what, I'm going to test this plane thing. He hopped up into the sky, touched it, and was like, ah, shit, they are monsters, and then fell to his death.
Maybe, and no one ever knew.
Poor guy. No one ever, yeah, they just found some guy who was like, oh, he's got some cool tech on his heels there. Oh well, let's bury him.
Problem is, in his grave, he just keeps bobbing up and down.
Just from under the ground, you just hear a... as he's hobbling around. So, Jordan, by now you must be thinking, shit, Ian.
Yes.
I think you're right.
No.
But in case you're thinking, what possible reason could they have to be fake? Here's some reasons for you. It gives elites more space. Think about Denver Airport. Spooky place. What if they had places like that all over the world? Well, I am implying that, yes, every airport is a secretive military Illuminati headquarter. So, it's not just Denver Airport. They've got the entire fucking world filled with these places that they can just visit anytime they want. And they, it's like, we need to get to a super secretive meeting. Oh, we'll just hold it on one of our TV screens, this fucking pint glass in my hand in Gatwick. Bullshit. Well, I'm not done yet, Jordan. It'd be easier to spread chemtrails. Doesn't have to just be one plane. If every plane is fake, now it's every airfaring craft that we see.
Crap.
Okay, right, I'm not done. Aviation went from the Wright brothers to space in around 65 years. Doesn't that seem a little bit fast to you, Jordan?
Don't buy it.
Don't call me Joe Biden, mate. There's no need for insults. Do you remember the meeting between the aliens and President Eisenhower?
No.
I spoke about it a while ago. He said he had to go to the dentist, but there was actually a theory that he went and met some aliens.
I don't remember that.
Okay, well, do your research and preempt what I'm going to be talking to you about so that you can look it up in good time, because I don't have time to be telling you all these stories over and over. But a deal was struck, and it would be the perfect way for them to freely roam around our skies. Oh, yeah, we'll just have these things called planes, but it's actually you. We'll just tell people that they ferry people from country to country.
Not true. Sorry, something in my throat.
All right, I've got one more reason that this could possibly be true for, and then I'm going to tell you the reason.
I'm waiting for that.
If this were to be true, they could easily make anybody disappear. Person of interest. Oh, you getting on a plane? See you, pal.
Michael Jackson.
Wasn't he due a nice trip to Centre Parks in the UK at some point? He jumped on a plane and just disappeared.
What about Freddie Mercury?
Well, I mean, I'm more talking about people, who the government might want to silence, not just celebrities who have passed on.
Taylor Swift.
Don't get on that plane, Taylor. We'll never see you again.
Apparently she has her own private planes, doesn't she, that she goes everywhere in?
Yeah, own personal private UFOs.
Private holograms.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Now you're getting it. I'm loving that you're getting it, Jordan. You're on board. You've been listening. It's nice. Okay, so what is the real reason that I believe that these super heavy flying machines aren't real? Simple. The reason that planes are fake is for the one reason that I ask myself about any conspiracy. Why? Why would this be a worthwhile thing to do? Who sat down and thought, yeah, okay, this sounds like a great idea. All that work, money spent, seemingly pointless endeavour. Why, Jordan?
Why, Ian?
The answer is money. You got to spend money to make money. All these super secretive black projects that need funding, what better way than to get the public to fund it without them even knowing? But how would they do this without raising taxes, awareness, or eyebrows? You invent an industry. The air travel holiday business. Want to go to Spain this summer? Okay, that's £1,500 per person. Straight in the till, sucked through a little tunnel, and shot directly into the government's pockets.
Oh, is that where they end up going?
It is. These scientists, in a bunker. Oh, we need another high-powered super ionizing laser fitted to this Class 4 world destroyer. Oh, wait, the Smith family just booked a family return ticket to Barbados in 2 weeks. The cash will be here in a second. It. Order 2 high-powered super ionizing lasers, mate. With this scam going, the party never ends. And that, Jordan, is why planes are not real.
Wow. Okay,
I'm passionate.
Yes, you really are. For better or worse, you are.
It's part of the character quirks. It's why we love you. You're an idiot. You're easy to make fun of.
You're definitely Scottish.
You haggis bastard. Anyway, Jordan, at least 3 hours of research and thinking that. So, I think it's a well-rounded theory.
Yeah, I mean, you put your points across very clearly and concisely. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
It's just a shame it's a load of bullshit.
Why, Jordan? It makes obvious sense. Money. Government needs money. What better way? Do it right in front of your face. You don't even know. Oh, we'll stick you on this fucking roller coaster, for 10 hours. Oh, I'm going to Japan. Oh, just sitting here. And then, they do things like feed you food. Good way to get tracking chips into you. They make you check all your shit. Oh, my laptop's gone through the x-ray machine. Oh, quick scan. Get all your secrets, all your documents. Oh, no, we need another cockpit for this alien grey in this UFO. Okay, well, we've just got Jordan's bank details. He'll be footing the bill.
It won't be a very expensive project then.
There's many Jordans they've stolen from. It's not just you. But, they get it all into a pot, and that is where all this money comes from. The end.
What about...
If you don't have a good word to say, Jordan, I don't want to hear anything else about it. Unless you agree with me, you shut your face.
Ignorance is bliss.
Exactly.
What about aircrafts that have crash landings?
That's probably them actually trying to create planes.
Okay, so you can't have it both ways.
No, because we have the fake ones, and then
go on. Yeah.
We've got the fake ones, right? And they're thinking we should probably actually make some physical things of these things. So they're trying to make them, but they're so ridiculously designed. I mean, nearly 700 ton. How can that fly? It can't. So it crash lands. That's a prototype for a new one.
Right. Okay.
That's the next stage in the deceit.
So what's the point in having them if they don't need them?
Well, they make them so that they can just be like, oh, look, here's one. All the planes you see ferrying about at airports.
Yeah.
Fake. Roller coasters.
So how do you determine a real one versus a fake one?
They're all fake. The end.
Okay, so where do you get the crash landings from?
Well, like I say, the government... It's like, imagine you're watching TV, right, and it's a futuristic, set in the year 3000. They've got this amazing technology. And then us in this time try to recreate that technology, but we can't because we're stupid, and they break. So that's what they're doing. So they're trying to make the planes a reality, but they can't. So when they get up in the air, they're like, oh, this fucking heavy machine isn't obviously flying because they're not aerodynamic and really heavy. Oh, we've crashed.
Okay. How do they define who decides to go on that?
Probably someone like prisoners.
Is it just a raffle out of a hat?
Maybe. You're lucky when you went to France. There were 2 tickets. One said real prototype, one said roller coaster, and you picked the roller coaster.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, how do we know?
I know, Jordan.
Oh, do you? Are you the pilot?
Pilots aren't real, mate. Don't be silly. Don't try and catch me out like that. Don't pull one over on me, mate. I worked out the Great Plane Conspiracy. Do you think I'm stupid?
You want me to answer that?
Not one bit.
What's his name? Okay, so Bill Murray, he has a pilot's license, he says. So you don't believe our friend Bill?
Do you mean Dan Aykroyd?
Oh, yeah, Dan Aykroyd, that's his name.
Well, Dan Aykroyd, he is interested in all the spooky business. Who's to say that he hasn't been compromised by the MIBs? They bought him off, and said, we'll spare your life if you carry on this hoax. Here's a pilot's license, whatever that is, whatever it looks like. And, he just has to go on TV, drop it in, slip it into conversation a few times. Oh, I fly a plane because they're real. And everyone will just continue to believe the lies. It's celebrity endorsement is what that is, Jordan, and it's sickening.
Okay, so you're not a big fan of Dan Aykroyd then?
Love Dan, good guy.
Well, I'm glad we cleared that up.
Okay. Anyway, Jordan, so you're going to tell us about some people called in sick?
Yeah, that's the one, Ian. Yes, well, first of all, thank you for telling us your batshit theory.
I'm just going to let that one slide.
Anyway, let's dive into the absurd world of workplace antics. Or, should I say, maybe a lack of workplace antics. Because today we're exploring the internet's funniest and most outrageous reasons that people have called in sick at work.
My plane's fake.
I think if you have to get a plane to go to work, you probably need to find another work location.
That's very true, yeah. The commute's a little long on that one.
Yeah, that's probably not ideal. So, from improbable pet emergencies to wildly inventive personal crises. So, get ready to join me as we unravel the genuine reasons from staff members that have left bosses bewildered.
Nice.
Shall we begin, Ian?
I would love to, Jordan.
All right. So, Ian, an employee says to you, "Sorry, I can't come into work this morning because my llama won't stop vomiting."
Llama?
Yeah.
See, from when you first said that, I thought I misheard you, and I thought you were going to say my alarm.
Ah, interesting.
But no, llama wouldn't stop vomiting.
That's the one. So, a couple of sick days off. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, Ian, I'm calling in sick today because I ate cat food instead of tuna and I feel deathly ill.
I think that's probably going to be psychosomatic. Hey, if you eat cat food, you're probably going to be fine.
Well, I need 5 days off.
Okay. Am I your boss now? Is that the way it works?
This is great. Another employee said he had a lucky night and didn't know where he was in the morning. Oh, and someone else that got stuck in the blood pressure machine at the grocery store.
Oh, man.
And couldn't get out.
Oh, that'd be awful, wouldn't it? Because your arm would start to, like, go fucking weird.
Black.
Yeah, and, like, all dead.
Fall off.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose if it falls off, at least you're free.
That's true, yeah. Nice one. I can go to work now.
What about when an employee claimed that his grandmother poisoned him with ham? Or an employee...
Wait. Is there any more to that one?
That is it. That's all that I know.
There's no context. The person didn't say they tried to kill me because I ran over their husband or something?
No, maybe he was about to and then just went...
Just like frisbeed the ham through the window of the car into the mouth. Thanks, Grandma. Oh, God, I feel ill.
Oh, yeah, she used to work in fast food.
Never washed her hands.
For 85 years.
That's what poisoned him.
Oh, God. Or what about... Oh, Ian, I'm sorry, I can't come into work today because I fell asleep in the car park.
What, of their work?
Of the office.
Okay, get out your car, get into work.
Or what about when the employee said that they couldn't come to work because his fortune teller had asked him not to step out of the house or he would suffer a brain hemorrhage?
Oh, man. Who would be daft enough to believe in something like fortune tellers? I mean, you'd have to be some kind of crazy weirdo to believe something like that, eh?
Yeah, I'm not going out today because I was told that I might get a brain hemorrhage.
I'm just going to transfer straight from my house to my job. Just teleport, because teleport isn't real.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, just as real as the fake planes. Got you.
Just don't push it, mate. You fucking watch it.
Or what about when an employee refused to come to work because his fish was unwell?
What does he think he's going to do? Like, stay home and cuddle it?
Yeah, that's such a good point. Yeah, what are you going to do?
Maybe take it to the vet or something, I guess, yeah?
Not go to work?
Maybe they just want a day off. I mean, I'm thinking these are genuine reasons, that people are just being daft about, but maybe these people just wanted a day off.
I'm thinking that's why, yeah. I'm thinking people are thinking up whatever excuse they can, and these are what people have said.
Which is that. I mean, if you were going to... I mean, you don't have to, you're your own boss, but...
I hate my boss.
He's a dickhead, mate.
Proper wanker.
Fit, though. Sexy, though. But if you were like in your old job, say, and you wanted a day off and you just couldn't be asked, right? What would your excuse be? Maybe it has to sound convincing, right? So you don't want to be doing any of that sick voice like, "Oh, I'm really ill today, boss." So what would be a convincing one that would just completely get you off the hook?
I'll tell you what, one that I actually did use, but it was for genuine reason. So I was due to go into work, but our old flat had a leak in the kitchen from the ceiling of 2 flats above.
Right.
And it was pissing in. And we were like, we had to actually bring an outside bin.
Oh, wow.
In to collect the water.
Fucking hell. I don't think the bin will take that, mate.
And I even took a picture and I sent it to them.
What, to the council? Will you take this, mate? Will you empty this for me?
To my employers.
Oh, right, I see.
Because I was like, yeah, this is happening right now. And they're like, yeah, fair enough.
You are very good with Photoshop, though, so...
I am, and it wasn't even my house.
What's my house? Straight off Google. I don't even own a wheelie bin. I eat all my rubbish. Waste not, want not.
That's the one. So it worked anyway.
Nice.
Or what about an employee that says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't come into work today. I'm bowling and I'm doing the game of my life, so I can't come in."
I think that's a fair point.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what, mate?
Good on them.
Have your moment. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
You're working double tomorrow with no pay, but enjoy this moment while you can.
Or someone that said they glued their windows and doors shut so they couldn't actually leave the house to come to work.
Why would they do that, and why would they admit that?
Or the employee that caught a cold from the puppy.
Is that possible?
No.
I mean, we have things like bird flu, swine flu,
That is true.
which is contractable diseases interspecially.
I mean, they could have said that.
They could have said that, but I mean, they'd probably be a bit more fatal. Are they fatal? Or are they just not good for you? I mean, people never want to spread it.
I don't know.
So I guess it's probably not good.
They could have just said, "I got Ebola."
That's a bit on the extreme side, that one.
Yeah, no, but at least they don't want you to come in.
I've shit out my entire body weight this morning, mate. I can't come into work. My legs don't work.
Or what about an employee's false teeth flew out of the window while driving down the highway and now has to go to the dentist?
You know what? I can believe that one.
Could you imagine? It's just fucking loving life. Like, oh, this is such a good day.
I was once, almost that exact thing happened to me. I was once travelling from my university town of Barnsley to my hometown, and my friend was driving, and it was summer, and I was like, I'm going home for the weekend, 3 days, whatever. Fucking loving life. Stuck my head out the window, looked behind me for some reason, and for anyone that doesn't know, I wear glasses, and the wind took them and blew them off my face.
Oh dear, okay.
So I was a poor student. I was away from my opticians, so I had to spend 3 days without glasses. That was fun.
Oh dear. And it makes you look really unusual because we're so used to glasses.
Exactly, but I didn't call in sick to work. So, there's the main takeaway.
Well, more fool you.
Yeah, because I'm a pilot.
Told you.
Oh, shit! Drop myself in it. No, wait, I'm the whistleblower. There you go. I brought it back round. I'm a roller coaster pilot.
Oh, are you? Okay, yeah. I do really like the videos where there's the people that operate, like the drop zone fairground ride. Like you get strapped in and then it just plummets.
Yeah.
And I've seen videos online where the guy's like, "Oh, let me just, I forgot to buckle this bit up." He hadn't. And then it just drops and you hear this scream. It's really mean.
That is really mean. I mean, what if someone has some kind of heart problem, right? And then they're just like, "Are you sure this is safe?" "Yeah, absolutely safe." "Oh, let me just adjust that." Flick, and then they drop. That's not going to be good times for them.
It's not, but I mean, at least it'll be over quick.
At least it's one last hurrah before they go out.
That is true. What about with the time when an employee claimed the ozone in the air flattened his tyres?
Okay.
Or when the employee said she's got bats in her hair?
Right, okay. Right, there's a real sort of opposite end of the spectrum on that one. See, the first one, if someone said that to you about the tyres and the ozone, would you be willing to prove how, sort of stupid you are by going, "That's not true," and then them laying some science on you and you'd be like, "Oh, shit." Or would you just for fear of being ridiculed, just go, "Okay, yep, completely understand, have a good day, sorry about that, bye." And then the second one, "Bats in my hair."
The potential for rabies is high.
It is high. How did they get there? Why are they in your hair?
Yeah, a little thing. Do not be storing bats in your hair. It's not hygienic.
Not at all, no.
At least in your bum.
Yeah, they'll roll up and slide right in there perfectly.
Imagine it half sticks out just flapping.
There's a couple fangs sticking out your bumhole.
Oh, it's awful.
It's hilarious.
What about the employee that caught their uniform on fire by putting it in the microwave to dry?
They mustn't have heard our episode on microwave safety.
That is true. At least it wasn't spoons.
Yeah, they looked at their work uniform and went, "Well, it's not a spoon."
It's very true. Yeah.
And it fits, so...
Yeah. I've realised I've got quite a few left, so I'm going to reel through a bunch now.
Hit it.
So, a male employee claimed that he had morning sickness.
Mm-hmm, okay.
An employee claimed that they ate too much birthday cake and can't come in.
The only cure for that is more birthday cake.
Or this other employee that was cornered by a moose.
Moose are terrifying, so fair enough.
An employee that just put a casserole in the oven.
What?
Needed to be at home.
Do that later.
Or the employee that said he had to watch a football game that was being played in a different time zone.
Just check the results later, mate.
Yeah.
Isn't that a wonderful thing?
Or the employee that forgot it wasn't the weekend. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Or what about the employee that said a cow broke into her house and she said she had to wait for the insurance man?
Did it have a gun, is what I want to know.
Balaclava.
only the balaclava.
Yeah.
Couldn't spring for the gun.
What about the employee that forgot he'd been hired for the job?
I forgot I had it, mate. Sorry.
Yeah. Or the employee that broke his arm reaching to grab a falling sandwich.
That's a fair sacrifice.
It really is, isn't it? I understand that wholeheartedly.
What kind of sandwich was it?
It doesn't say. Might have been a delicious BLT.
Do you know what I had earlier on?
Toast?
Good guess. It was a Chinese chicken baguette with lettuce and onion.
You had that earlier today?
Don't judge me.
It is currently 10:30.
Shut your face.
We started at 9:30.
I was walking past a bakery on my way home from dropping my son off, and I thought, I don't have time to go home and make something for cereal, breakfast, whatever it's called, so I'll just stop off and get a sandwich. So now I will be full until tonight, okay? Shut up. Don't judge me.
Wouldn't it take longer being in the queue than grabbing a bowl of cereal?
There was no queue, okay?
There wasn't when I rammed everyone out the way.
I went in with my balaclava, no gun, said, I'm a cow, give me a sandwich.
Moo. Lovely. I can believe it.
Oh, mate, it's true. You do right.
A few more left. What about the employee that accidentally drove to their former employee's location even though they haven't worked there for 5 years?
5 years. Okay, that's a bit over the top there, right? I was thinking maybe if they've just moved jobs and it's just habit, but 5 years later.
Yeah, 5 years. Anita, what a fucking knobhead.
Anita.
She need to rethink that.
Yes, she does.
Penultimate one. I'm sorry, Ian, but I can't come into work today because I accidentally got on a plane.
No, you didn't. They're not real.
I fucking love that one.
Accidentally got on a plane. So that means you have to go through the process of arriving at the airport, getting parked, getting checked in, checking all your luggage.
All security.
Yeah, go through all security, go through all the delays, or the inevitable, oh, sorry, you can't get on the plane for another 5 hours. Then get on the plane and be like, oh, shit, I'm supposed to be at work.
Actually buy your ticket.
Yeah, I mean, and it would have had to been done hours before you start work. Because if this person was calling in saying they can't come in like an hour, it'd be no good them calling and saying, I can't come in yesterday.
That is very true. And also, I'm assuming they didn't call in the air because you get no service.
True. Another reason that planes aren't real. How can they just cut off service like that? Bullshit.
So, last one, which is my favourite. Ian, I'm sorry, but I can't come into work today because I woke up in a really good mood and I don't want to ruin it.
Which is fair. I completely get that one. If I was a boss, I'd just be like, yeah, mate, that's fair enough.
Yeah, I feel you.
Just take the day. Yeah, have a good day, mate. Go spend some money. Just enjoy yourself.
Oh, love it. So there you have it. Our deep dive into the internet's most intriguing sick day excuses. And if you do have your own, please do let us know at twoguyswhatsup@gmail.com because I would love to hear that.
And if you are one of our listeners that thinks planes are real, fuck off. You get some smarts in your pal. Listen to the truth. They're trying to hide it from us. Don't listen to them.
Ignore what he said. We love you.
Oh, yeah, you're all right. You can listen to us and that. But, just don't come knocking on my door because you won't be allowed in. You won't get past the security checks, pal.
You probably will.
Yeah, I'm very accommodating. Come on in. Have a cuppa.
Unless you tell him you came by plane.
In which case, you can get out of here. Get out of my house. Don't come back.
Oh, love it.
Yeah, well, smashing. Thank you very much for that, Jordan.
You're very welcome.
Some fantastic excuses now in my repertoire because I was running out of reasons that I can call in sick.
Yep, definitely got the llama one in the bag.
Let's go in first, mate. I'm trying that tomorrow.
Tonight?
Why not, mate? Yeah, I'll see you at 7. Sorry, can't come into work. My llama's sick and I'm off to get pissed.
Imagine someone just uses an excuse like that, like a genuine excuse. Like, oh, I'm really sorry, I've got food poisoning and my llama's ill. And just throw it at the end.
Yeah. Sorry, mate, I fell off a fucking brick wall last night. I've broken my leg and my llama's ill.
And I'm cornered by a moose.
That'd throw them off, wouldn't it? They'd be like, and then by the time they fucking come round, you hang up. And they're like, okay, John's not coming in today. Something about a moose and a wall?
Some broken back, I don't know.
Anyway, me old pal, does that about bring us round to the end of today's episode?
It does indeed.
Nicely done, pal. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Two Guys What's Up. Don't forget to follow the show wherever you listen to us so you don't miss another episode. Maybe even tell a friend. Take your friend on holiday, but don't go by plane because you might disappear. Go by stagecoach, the old tried and tested method. And while you're at it, bring some headphones. Listen to Two Guys What's Up along the way.
And if you'd like to get in touch with us, our Linktree link is in the bio of this episode, which you can click on and be jetted off to every single link you will ever need for all your Two Guys What's Up essentials. Want to get your own Two Guys What's Up t-shirt? Click that link!
Do you want to hear our brand new released 80s radio?
Hell yeah.
On Spotify or Apple Music? Click the link!
And do you want to create your own sick day excuses? Click the link!
And don't forget we now have Patreon, where you can find all of your Two Guys What's Up extra essentials, including pin badges, shout-outs, t-shirts, and if you really can't get enough of our delicious, truth-spitting voices, well now you can get more, because we now release bonus episodes which come out on the last Friday of every month. There is currently 11 sitting up there right now for your ears to just go and have a little nuzzle of. And that is all waiting and available right now, starting with the bonus episodes for just £3 a month.
So if you want to help support the show and get some cool stuff while you do so, head over to patreon.com/2guyswhatsup to check out all the goodies over there. The link will be down below for your clickety-clackety pleasure.
But if you can't do that, but you'd still like to help us out, then a 5-star rating and review in your podcast app of choice would be the best way to do that for us, and we would be eternally grateful. Yes. But on that note, thanks for listening. Y'all have an amazing week, and we will see you next Monday. Bye!
Lovely.
Lovely indeed.
Like your mum.
I'm gonna send her that.
She is lovely.
She's alright, isn't she?